What is up today, guys? Oh my god. What is up today, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you on how to make a tool giver. I'll be showing you a click detector version and a proximity prompt version. So first, what we need to do is get a part. So come up here, click part, bring it up, and just do Control R to rotate it. Make sure you anchor it, and make sure you go to view, make sure you have exploring properties on. The part, you can name whatever you want, it doesn't necessarily really matter. So, yeah, there's that. You can turn off can collide. I'm gonna probably do that. What I'm actually gonna do is just put down a block avatar. And I'm just gonna do this. Just for the funsies of it. You don't have to do this, you can always just make the part, whatever. Make it transparency 1 in properties. Then in your part, I'm just gonna rename it Prox part. And what I'm gonna do is name this Prox version, and then this click version. And what I'm gonna do is for the click version, I'm just gonna make him the whole clicker, because if you click him, then actually no, we'll just make it a bit bigger. So if you click his torso, then you know, whatever we code will happen. Okay, so you can name them both prox part. I'm just gonna call this click part. Doesn't really matter. It could just be left called part, whatever. So now in click part, you're gonna want to add a click detector. If you're doing proximity prompt, then you're gonna add a proximity prompt. If you don't know what a proximity prompt is, it's basically what I'll show you. It's basically just you get an interact thing. Click detectors where you just get the clicker. So yeah, there's that. So in the proximity prompt, I'm just gonna put for the interact like grab tool. Grab tool. And then for object text, I'm gonna be like, let's just say like sword. And you might already have a tool, but go to toolbox if you don't have one. I'm just gonna look up sword. Just give me a sword. Okay. No. Alright, and then the tool will go in the ServerStorage, and then we'll code the script part first. That's right. Alright. So under the click part, you're gonna add in a script, and then you're gonna put in local player equals game GetService players, and then plr just is like a short term for player. Do local tool equals game GetService ServerStorage dot, and then make it like whatever the tool is called. So like let's just say I put a space in between classic and sword, then instead of doing that, it'll put in like classic sword. You can even do that if it doesn't even have a space, but since it has a space, that's what I'm gonna do. Or even if you don't want to do that, just do dot classics, like classic or whatever. And then to go through this option thing, you can use the up and down arrow on your keyboard, and then when the blue's hovering over it, just hit tab and it will go in faster. Then once you do that, do local clicker equals script.Parent .Click Detector. So basically the script's parent is the click part, and then under the script's parent, one of their children is a click detector. So then we're gonna do Clicker.MouseClick connect function. And then what you can do is do local tool equals tool clone, and I'm actually gonna call it newTool. And then in here for the function, do player : player. So then it's hooking up to the client based, and then do newTool.Parent equals player.Backpack. If let's say you want to make it a new name, then you'll do newTool.Name equals, I'll just call it sword, right? So now, if I go in the game, I'll go up to him, click it, and then I get a sword. So that's how you code the click detector. Now we'll do the proximity prompt. So in the proximity prompt, you're going to create a script, and you're going to kind of do the same thing. So local player, plr, equals game, GetServices, players, local tool equals game, GetServices, or GetService, ServerStorage, dot classic sword. So I'm actually just going to note here, change to your tool name, and then local prox equals script.Parent.ProximityPrompt, which is true. I'm going to do the same thing here, change to your tool name. So yeah. And then once that happens, what you're going to do is do Prox.Triggered connect function player, and do local newTool equals tool clone, newTool.Parent equals player.Backpack, and then newTool.Name, and let's just call this random, right? So now what we're gonna do is click it, and if we hover, I don't know if it's like hover your mouse or what, but normally it'll say the name. And then for the Prox version, if you just hit E, it will just get another sword. The thing too is that no matter how much you click it, however you interact with it, it's gonna give you it. So like let's say you only want the player to have one, then what you're gonna say is if player.Backpack, FindFirstChild, sword, right, sword, then yeah, newTool destroy, else then we'll just do this, right? So now if we hit play, click it, we have a sword. Click it again, we don't get it again because we already have one, you know? So it only gives you it once. And then if I respawn, so I respawn, then if I go up to it and I click it, it still gives me it. But problem is that I already have it. So that's how you do that. And then same thing for the proximity prompt actually. So what you can actually do is just copy this here, put it in here, and there. So basically what this is saying is if the player's backpack finds a child named Sword, well in here it will be called random, right? Because we named it random in here. But, you know, we'll just call it sword. So basically, if the backpack finds the first child's sword, then basically, because when you click it, let's say we just do that, right? We take off this. Like, just pretend this has never even been here. When you click it, it will clone this. So there will be two of these in ServerStorage. So then, once it clones it, it will say if the player in their backpack finds the first child named Sword, then the tool that was duplicated will destroy. And then the else is saying if it does, if this isn't true, then it will put the new tool in the backpack and it will make the name Sword. Or you can even do player.Backpack, find first child, classic sword. So then that's saying like, what if the player has a sword or the classic sword in their inventory? So if they have either or, it will just destroy it, but we don't need that. So there's that. I'm going to leave down in the description below the templates for these. at like the model, and I will leave the scripts down below so you can check those out. Make sure to like and subscribe. I hope you like this tutorial. I didn't mean for this tutorial to be so long. I thought it'd be much shorter. But yeah, here you go. I hope this helps most of you all out, and hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.